was mosselschipper, dus ja, wel veel thuis, niet veel thuis. Nou, de Waddenzee, veel varen.
Zeeland's most colourful export.
Altijd wel gehoord dat
Some 16 years ago, in the small village of Morianshoofd on the island of Schouwen-Duiveland in Holland, Helma Kotoun began painting as a hobby. For the last 10 years, she has been working as a professional artist and enjoying international recognition of her work. Behind our farmhouse, the Frieslandhoeve, in one of the farm sheds, I have set up my studio and a large area that serves as a gallery. However, I rarely have any stock because the paintings get sold almost before they are finished. Look out of the window for a moment. What a view! What you can see is the Plantuurleur Nature Reserve, which has a tremendous variety of flora and fauna and a very special light. Inspirational surroundings, you would say. But I get my inspiration from jazz music played by Korbacke. When I play his music and turn it up loud, the rhythm of his music makes my work go as if by itself onto the cloth. At first sight, it looks as if Helma Kotoun's work is better known abroad than in her own country. But her work hangs, amongst other places, in the headquarters of the Greenery, where she has created a 14.5 by 3.5 meter masterpiece, and in the Amsterdam Congress Building, where at least 5 examples of her work are to be exhibited. My painting ability is not only a question of inspiration, but it also comes much more from hard work. Of course, I'm also ambitious. I work quickly and spontaneously, and my themes are mostly about cows, horses and people. Even though on the one hand my paintings lean towards the abstract, on the other they stay recognizable. According to Helma, you have to let yourself go on a journey of discovery through her paintings. Every year, about 1,000 people pop into the gallery in Morianshoofd, although it is advisable that group visits be arranged by telephone beforehand. Via the commercial world, she receives many overseas visitors. Helma's list of related activities also include giving tuition to other artists and delivering on-site seminars during company congresses. Helma works with acrylic paint on linen that is stretched onto an aluminium frame to prevent the linen from distorting, a method which is especially ideal for larger works. A few years ago, Helma went into partnership with a number of other galleries throughout the world. For example, my work hangs in the Via Brera Art Gallery in Milan, the Manhattan Gallery in New York, in Tokyo and Shanghai, and this year can also be seen in Gallery Kotoun in Leeuwarden. Recently, I sold 80% of my exhibits during an exhibition in Bergamo, Italy, and next year I am going to Hong Kong. People there find everything that comes out of the West interesting, remarks Helma modestly. That a company has used my painting designs to make fabric for design furniture, I find really special. Around the middle of June, the Gallery Bocaro in Noordrup, Denmark, is going to sell exclusive paintings of mine, and at the back end of the year a new catalogue will be published. High quality reproductions, suitable for the smaller budget, will be on the market this year, and these, together with a crockery set, will enable my art to reach a much wider public. I began to get more and more pleasure from the activity, and now it has become what it is. In fact, it doesn't interest me so much what people think about my work, so long as they can see that I have had fun doing it. Because I do have fun doing it. However, if I feel for making a more abstract painting, I notice that I have many more difficulties with this, and it seems that I lose a little spontaneity and have to force the work. No, I much rather do the sort of work that hangs here now. Horses, cows and people. Behind the farmhouse, in one of the farm sheds belonging to the property, are her studio and a large space that serves as a gallery. Through the windows you look out onto the nature reserve, lots of water and an enormous expanse of sky. These inspiring surroundings are nevertheless not where Helma draws her inspiration. While I work, I listen constantly to the music played by Korbacke. That gives me such a good feeling, the painting almost happens by itself. I've always had that, inspiration through Korbacke's music.
dan ga ik zelf goochelen.
I asked him if he wouldn't mind writing the foreword to my catalogue. He agreed with pleasure. Years afterwards, when I met him once, it was nice to have the opportunity to thank him for it. Actually, I found it a bit embarrassing, a grown woman, such as me, a true fan, to thank him for his cooperation. Funny that. But nevertheless, that's how it is. He still knew exactly who I was. Now we visit one another from time to time, and he has my work hanging at home. Now that I know him, it seems that whilst painting, his music makes me improve even more. If I don't play his music, then I must force the work from my brush. But with the rhythm of his music, it comes almost as if all by itself onto the canvas. What sits in my head also comes out. I am not someone that first makes a sketch. That can be quite a bother, especially say for a client who wants something made for their company. Recently, I completed an assignment for the Congress Center in Amstelveen. For this, I was also asked to make a sketch. Now, that I can't do, because then it would have become nothing. When I put the brush to canvas, it's on then, and that's the end of it. My client had worked often with me before, so happily this was not a problem. All the same, afterwards they found it good. Of course, that's worth a great deal. In this manner, I have already completed many assignments, and many private customers have discovered me in the process. Nevertheless, I am still relatively unknown in the Netherlands. But if people see my work, there is always a number who want to buy something from me. I have exhibited abroad in Finland, Spain, Switzerland, France, Germany, Denmark and Italy, and also in America, where I sold 90% of my work, and it often goes like that. Our representative in the United States is taking my work to Asia, where he thinks there is money to be made. After the markets in Canada and the USA, Asia is for him the next logical step. That gives me rather a good feeling. Once I made something for a company that had to be ready in time for the opening of their new office premises. A number of employees from offices abroad were also invited. Naturally, a program had been organized to let them see something from Holland. Suddenly, a bus arrived with these people in, and into my gallery walked 26 Danes. After the visit, they were 9 works richer, and my gallery was again almost empty. The time had again come to make a few works. Colourful art from the Zeeland countryside. As you enter Zierikzee, you go straight on at the roundabout, and after 6 kilometers you see a windmill. It is the only windmill there, so you can't miss it. At the